This is Replicant Fish. Welcome back. Glad you could join me again. You know, honestly, I did not want to make a video about the Biohazard, the Resident Evil nemesis, today. Maybe in my second video of the day, but not in this one. But the thing is, things are changing so quickly, I can't help but talk about certain things. Namely the obvious and clear view of how many women right now are struggling due to this pandemic, and struggling for many reasons, from single mothers to feminists. And it's strange how it's almost the entire variation of women, let's say, that are suffering. Now, I won't bore you with articles for this one, but I have read so many this morning alone, and they all hover around the same point: how women are struggling. From the feminists, as I said, to just regular single women and single mothers. Now, the ironic thing about the single mothers is they've been given so much power to have that much control over children that the ironic sense is now they're all stuck with their children. There's no daycare, there's no going to work, there's no time apart from their children. So think of all the single mothers in the West. If I remember correctly, 1 in 8 women in the West are single mothers. So 1 in 8 women are single mothers. And though some of them can work from home, can you imagine them trying to work from home as their kids are trying to get their attention? Now, if you have kids, I have a son, but I have one child who's 9 years old. He's not a baby, he's grown enough. Still a child, but he's grown enough. And obviously, yes, he gets bored as well. But the thing is, he enjoys playing games every now and again. So after enough activities and some homeschooling, I can leave him to play Minecraft or Roblox. All that flipping crap. Oh my god. Small tangent. I don't mind Roblox or Minecraft, but oh my god, I am so sick of those things. And there's a weird game he likes called FNAF. If I've said that correctly, Five Nights at Freddy's. Whatever it's called, I don't care. Oh my god, that thing is terrifying and ridiculous. So I don't let him watch it, though I know his mother would let him watch it. But back on track. So imagine all these single mothers that have children, maybe small children as well, having to not only entertain their children constantly throughout the day, but some of them have to work as well. Because of all the independent single mothers out there with jobs. They still have to work, don't they? From home. Yes, they do. As well as that, the single mothers without a job, they face the struggle of an uncertain future, as in income. Will everything be okay? Will they still get a steady income? Now that the kids are at home all the time, it means they will consume more. Thus, they will consume more food, more time, and more of your energy. So imagine these many single mothers right now struggling just to get by day to day. Now, something as well that's obvious that would be on the rise is domestic situations. Not just between man and woman, no, just between family in general. Simply because of the fact they're all stuck together. They can't escape each other right now. So there are many domestics going on from many levels. Many people are stressed. They're scared. You can see the fear in their eyes. Now, as for the feminists, they're struggling in the fact that no one cares right now about feminism. Shout all you want to, you can't leave your house and walk around topless. No one cares, you're stuck in your home. No one wants to hear feminist rhetoric right now. The world for many people is crumbling around them. And the interesting thing is, many feminists obviously have noticed this. So you do see some pushback, and there are articles saying, which is flipping stupid but typical, saying that the biohazard is somehow patriarchal. Because it's affecting women the most, it's somehow a patriarchal virus. You know, you'd think this is stupid, but then when you realize whom is saying it, you realize, yeah, what do you expect? So the fact that everyone is going through this, everyone, not just women, the fact that feminists are saying that this is somehow constructed as a way to destroy women it's ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous, and you have to wonder, what level of logic do these people really have? How can one be so self-entitled? But then again, when you understand, you understand. And thus again, the ironic thing about being a single man right now is that for many of us, our lives have not even changed, really. For many of us, obviously single men who aren't working right now, or their business is in disarray because of what's going on, obviously those men are struggling and would need help. But many other men, many other single men are actually fine. I know I've said this a few times now in the past few days, but because things are changing so rapidly, And because you can see the mad flurry of articles now of people, I shouldn't laugh, of people just talking crap, demanding more from the same people of which they said they did not need. And for as sad as it is, for as sad as what's going on is, it is stunning to see so many things come to light. And for many people who had thought it would never come to a situation where they may end up leaving their woman because of how perfect they thought this woman was, and how men like me were wrong, the point is, now being stuck in their house with their woman, many of them can see many points men like me have been making for a very long time. It's obvious now, isn't it? It's not to gloat, but to point out the fact and to show why men like myself say what we say. To help men help themselves, to protect themselves, to be cautious, to not dive in because there's something juicy and wet right there. No, come on. That's the obvious default thing we do as men. The point is, as men, to think, to stop and think, see things in a much bigger way. When you do so, that's when you understand what is best for you. That's why many single men right now are actually content. They're not suffering and struggling like so many women are. And it's not because of anything men have done. That is also the good thing about this. It's not because of anything men have done. Obviously, conspiracy people would say this and that, but it's not because of anything men have done. It's just because of what's going on. Simply because the world has changed. Women's lives have changed. Yet somehow we as men know they expect us to change and adapt for them. Ooh. It's difficult in this day and time where social distancing is a thing, where self-isolation is a thing. Strangely enough, single men, in a sense, were prepared for this all along, because they're used to living by themselves. In fact, many men have flourished in their own space by having their own fortress of solitude. Never has there been a time where men have been more blessed to have their fortress of solitude. If you have your own space right now, men, embrace your walls. Embrace the fact you can hear your voice echo and that the only person you have to worry about, for the most part, is self. Before all of this happened, I said it's good to be stoic, to have a stoic point of view, to see the crap in the world, to know what's going on, to understand feminism, the court system, the crushing of masculinity. Understand those things. And also understand how lucky you are that without a woman, that simple thing, you are not suffering like so many are right now. Learn to step back and see the bigger picture. In being stoic, you can understand the crap and then see how to carve out a better life for you. In this day and time, has that not made more sense than it does right now? Hasn't it made more sense? Yes, it has. Enjoy yourselves, men, single men, awesome bastards of the world. In other words, focus, observe, remember. The world is yours. Have a nice day.